Planet Earth, it's your boy Ron, back with another video. Lu Zhenya is a Chinese influencer who has a family in Taiwan, and she is married to a Taiwanese man. But she made some really silly comments about how she dreams of Taiwan being a part of China, and now she got deported back to China. Let's dive right in. All right, so we have here Lu Zhenya and her daughter at the Songshan airport in Taipei. And so this did happen back in March, but I want to cover this just so Chinese people can understand that Taiwan will never be a part of China, not as long as my country, America, has something to say about it. And this is an article from the Japan Times. All right, a Chinese influencer facing deportation from Taiwan for backing a military seizure of the self-run democracy has returned to her country, an episode that comes as Taipei steps up efforts to counter Beijing's propaganda. All right, so Lu Zhenya, who is married to a Taiwanese man and has 3 children, was ordered from Taiwan to leave because she posted videos supporting the idea of a Chinese military takeover. In one video, she said, maybe when we wake up tomorrow morning, the island will already be covered with 5-star red flags, and it makes me happy even just thinking about it. Oh, dumb influencer, especially the Chinese, man. Like, what are you doing? Why do y'all care so much about Taiwan? Y'all need to move on, all right? Because Taiwan makes chips, microchips, all right? And it goes to America, and we need it in America, all right? So we have a better interest in Taiwan than China will ever have, all right? They just want it for resources, and America will never allow that. And if you're Chinese watching this, I want you to accept that, all right? And if not, stop watching this video. But you know, and I know, that Taiwan doesn't want to be a part of China. The Taiwanese people don't want to be a part of China. I was in Taiwan for 6 weeks. Why are y'all so obsessed with Taiwan? So immigration officials of Taiwan said that Lu advocated the elimination of our country's sovereignty, which can't be allowed. And this marks the first time that Taiwan ordered the Chinese spouse of a local person deported over national security concerns. 367,000 people, roughly, Chinese people, have Taiwanese spouses, all right? The city of Beijing considers Taiwan to be part of its territory and wants to bring the archipelago of 23 million people under its control someday, by force if must. Okay. The president of Taiwan, Lai Ching-te, has recently prioritized countering influence and espionage efforts by China. This month, back in March, he labeled China a foreign hostile force and announced moves such as a potential resumption of military trials for soldiers accused of treason or spying during peacetime. So in other words, the Taiwanese president views China as a foreign hostile force, all right? Can someone explain to me in the comments, why are they obsessed with Taiwan, all right? The People's Liberation Army has stepped up military activity around Taiwan since the president took office in May last year. So when I was in Taiwan back in December 2024, around 47 planes surrounded the country and they were doing military drills. And I was a little stressed out because I was like, man, am I in Taiwan when they're about to be invaded by China? I was really worried because then my country, America, will not allow that to happen. And I'm not in the military anymore. So I'm just some American guy that's in Taiwan that probably should not be there when there's some kind of conflict about to go down. Lu, the influencer, has some 530,000 followers on her Yaya in Taiwan Douyin account. She mostly posts videos about living in Taiwan and her children growing up. Her family had asked the court to halt the order forcing her to leave Taiwan, but it refused, saying some of her clips threatened the stability of Taiwanese society. Look, man, if you're Chinese going to Taiwan, I want you to understand that you have no right to say that Taiwan should be a part of China. And if, like, you're not even in the military, why do you care? Like, honestly, why do Chinese people care so much about Taiwan? Move on, all right? I got my heart broken when I was a teenager 13 years ago, okay? And I moved on. China as a country needs to move on from Taiwan. They don't want you no more, okay? They don't want anything to do with you. Premier Cho Jung-tai told reporters Tuesday that freedom of speech has its limits. You can't defame the country while asking the country to protect you. For you to destroy the country, this is wrong. Once again, let me remind you guys, look, freedom of speech has an asterisk no matter where you're at, all right? I'm not going to abuse my freedom of speech in America. I can guarantee you that I love my country and I will never defame it. But at the same time, I will defame China, all right? Because y'all are silly. Y'all are gooses, and I don't know what y'all are doing, all right? Y'all have a huge, giant country, all right? You have the second biggest population in the entire world, and you're obsessing over Taiwan? Buddy, move on. Anyways, I hope y'all learned something from this, and I hope y'all, if you're Chinese watching this, accept the fact that Taiwan will never be a part of your country. See you in the next video.